Stop drinking coffee first thing in the morning and start drinking Kiala greens.
All of these influencers all over TikTok talking about you should buy Bloom because it cures your bloating. No, it doesn't.
Not only that, it's on sale right now, so don't miss out.
Okay, so today's video we're going to be talking about influencers lying to their viewers just to sell a product. Whether they're exaggerating the product's effects, their benefits, or the overall quality of the item, just to get that sale from their millions of followers online. I mean, this has been going on since the rise of the influencers and social media as a whole, but it's only growing and getting worse. We have a lot of different examples that I've just seen myself recently, and I bet there's a ton more that I don't cover. We also have some comments from you guys from previous videos, so if you want to be featured on a future video, leave it in the comments down below. But if you like to scroll on Instagram, you probably see these types of clips all the time.
This is your reminder to stop drinking coffee first thing in the morning and start drinking Kiala greens. The watermelon slush flavor, which is the absolute best.
This is what I use every morning to start off my day. It's a nutrient-packed super greens powder by Rewind Greens.
Here are 3 reasons I love kombucha. It has probiotics, which are all the rage for good reason.
When I drink healthy kombucha, I feel such a difference in my gut and I feel way less bloated.
I can't even list the benefits that you get from drinking this combination of tea. First, I love to start off with the turmeric, ginger, cinnamon tea, which we all know those ingredients are amazing for us. Then I add a scoop of the Bloom Super Greens.
I know that this is just a new version of the infomercials that we saw on TV for decades and decades. Magical superfoods that'll cure all of your illnesses. You'll lose a whole bunch of weight. I mean, they'll promise the world. And they all exaggerate what these products actually do, if not straight up lie. You can see the descriptions of these. If you want to feel amazing, stop drinking coffee first thing in the morning and start drinking Kiala greens. Total game changer. It says creator earns a commission. Of course, you could shop on the TikTok shop to get this, so you don't even have to go to a different website. And there are countless influencers just trying to sell you the same thing. Here's the screenshot for the Bloom Super Greens. The health, and it tastes great. Yeah, it definitely looks like it tastes great. Creator earns a commission and shop the TikTok shop to buy it. You could see that some of these people, entire personality, their whole career is to just be an online salesman for any sort of product you could think of. One of the ones that I see constantly now is Bloom going through all of these influencers, these massive creators with millions of followers, that it's amazing for your gut and it reduces bloating and all of these other things, very similar to the AG1 Super Greens we saw probably about a year ago. If you watch a lot of YouTube videos, many in-video sponsorships by all different types of creators were shelling out the AG1 packs that were $100 each, insanely expensive. And when people started to break down what was actually in the product, it wasn't nearly enough for the daily intake you would actually need. Very minimal benefits, but they sponsored a whole bunch of big fitness people who are either super in shape, really jacked, big bodybuilders. So to normal people, you think that you'd have to take these AG1 greens to be able to look like them, even though it could cost you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. This person on screen who had the advertisement for a video has 8.5 million followers. That's crazy.
I hate to break it to you, but Bloom products are not going to cure your bloating. All of these influencers all over TikTok talking about you should buy Bloom because it cures your bloating. No, it doesn't.
There were a lot of things that pissed me off about the fitness and supplement industry, but this has to be my number one right now. Everywhere you turn, it's Bloom greens, Kiala greens, this green, that green. Please, you guys, listen to me when I tell you you are wasting your money. And let me tell you why. First and foremost, I always tell people before you get anything, no matter what anybody says, go look at the fucking reviews. Reviews meaning clinical studies. Y'all didn't do that. That's self-explanatory because it's going to speak for itself. Number 2, it talks about improving bloating. You understand that you're bloated because of what you're eating, what you're consuming, right? Okay. You cannot take something and do these colon flushes and thinking that it's doing a good job because something that you are consuming is fucking up your internal gut.
So because of our big fat American diet, surprisingly, our bodies aren't taking it too well, so you could feel bloated all the time and sluggish. So apparently the answer, instead of improving your diet, is just take something that'll magically reduce the bloating. I mean, it's genius in the eyes of the company and marketing, but overall this kind of stuff does not work, especially in the health and fitness industry. Any of the supplements that have been proven to help many people are such small incremental improvements instead of taking better care of yourself, exercising, eating healthier diets. But no, we have to have every every creator under the sun shilling you a magic pill that will cure all of your problems. And I want to say before the rest of this video, I do understand the importance of marketing. If you make a genuinely good product that is better than any of the competition around, the only thing that you could really do to get it out to the masses is to market it. There are various forms of advertisements, but one of the biggest ones now is of course social media, because nobody's going to try the product in the first place if they've never heard of it or seen it before. But now the influencers that do the hidden advertisement in their relatable 30-second TikTok talking about a problem that they have in their life, and look, this magic product, this service fixed everything and you should do it too. To me, it just seems more shady than a 30-second ad in between TV shows, because from what we've seen, an increasing amount of these companies and products are misleading or straight up bogus. I mean, look at this one.
If you're part of the itty bitty or you always wanted a BLL, let me show you what I saw the girls doing.
First of all, this has 14,000 reviews. It's just crazy. The reviews I saw on the Vervana gummies, you have the peach gains and you have the top support. Not only that, it's on sale right now, so don't miss out.
Okay, so we have another creator shelling a TikTok product so they could get commissions. They are shelling a pill that is supposed to do the same thing a surgery is supposed to do. For many people now, if you don't know what it is, the BBL, Brazilian butt lift. Instead of going to the gym and working out, people just want it instantly. And now we've taken it a step further. You don't even need surgery. These magic gummies or pills are going to do it. They also try to give it more credibility with the reviews now. But if you look up really any product online, reviews don't matter anymore. Amazon, one of the biggest online marketplaces, all of the Amazon choice products, stuff that's on the first page that will get unbelievable amounts of sales, just go to the reviews. You could clearly see that tons of these 5-star ratings are just bots. It's completely broken English. It's scripts being paid for by the companies selling the products to make you believe that it's the best product on the face of the planet. And because Amazon doesn't really care about that, they just want to sell more products, none of these websites care anymore. So when I see 5-star reviews now, it just doesn't even matter anymore. But the description, and they taste good too. Yeah, sure they do. Creator earns commissions and tap here to try. I'm going insane. I'm just saying it over and over again. Even the comments on this video almost seemed like bots. 224,000 of these have been sold, by the way. Wow, I need to get these for my girlfriend. She's lacking. If this isn't a bot comment, you really decide to say that online? Nice, dude. Not gonna lie, I've been taking these for almost 3 months and I'm underwhelmed by the results. Really? So you thought these magical gummies are gonna change your body when you just sat on the couch not exercising or changing your diet at all? Really? Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. I definitely felt a difference with top support. So you're just trying to add on another product that they have to use and then it'll work. But had to stop since I wasn't working out. So nothing in this video said that you also had to be exercising while using these gummies. Clearly misleading everybody. And I would venture to guess if you had a clinical study to see the difference between these gummies and working out and just working out by yourself, there would be virtually no difference. We have a comment from one of you guys. There are actually people on the internet who aren't completely honest and truthful. I'm shocked, utterly shocked. No matter how much this stuff seems pretty obvious to many people even watching this video, this clip coming up worked so well. I mean, I can't even imagine how much money they made.
I have a message for Kourtney Kardashian. If you're not Kourtney Kardashian, just keep scrolling. Miss Kourtney, you sent me this in a PR box, okay, with 2 other products. You sent me this. I read it. It says, let me sleep. I'm like, yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Let me sleep, okay? And what? And f***ing what? I sniff it. I go, oh, that's cute. That's cute that you think that's going to smell that f***ing delicious and put me to sleep.
So this video gained tens of millions of views, and I bet made them so much money off of their fans buying these products because, oh, it's relatable. It's not like a normal TV ad. She's cursing. It's like she's one of us. Even though you got a PR package from Kourtney Kardashian. So you don't think that this entire scenario was completely scripted because, of course, real quick, you look at the top comment. It's Kourtney Kardashian commenting saying, sweet dreams. All of this was planned by their marketing teams way before any of this was uploaded. But people fall for it hook, line, and sinker. And then the product is plastered all over TikTok Shop, so it's just as easy for you to buy. There's other clips of people going to the store and buying it, and it being apparently the magic drug for anybody to fall asleep just instantly. But then, shocker, you start looking a little bit more into the product, and it is completely overpriced.
Please do not go buy Let Me Sleep after you saw that viral video that got almost 35 million views. The creator is amazing, but touting this product, it's not a good product, and I'm gonna tell you why. In my opinion, Let Me Vitamins is the most overhyped, overpriced supplement brand on the market. The only reason the creator got such great sleep from this is because it has 5 milligrams of melatonin. That is a hefty dose. Of course that is gonna knock you out. Here's where Let Me is just a money grab. This bottle is $30. $30 for the only thing that's really working in there for you to fall asleep is melatonin. Go look on the market. You can get melatonin as cheap as $5 a bottle, and they are charging you $30.
So many people have issues with that nowadays. It might be because we're constantly over caffeinated throughout the entire day and then staring at a screen for hours on end, especially at nighttime when we're supposed to be going to sleep. Maybe that has effects on our body doing it year after year. But again, this magical pill, this magical gummy is going to knock you out right away. And I bet it would help for a lot of people, even if it is overpriced. But for me, at least, I've tried melatonin before. It does absolutely nothing to me. I could take a ton of it and I will just sit there staring at the ceiling trying to go to sleep. It does not work for me for some reason. And we have another comment here. I remember when an influencer was somebody you knew, like your mother or father, not a random stranger on TikTok. Yes, word of mouth was very important for companies trying to sell products, but that means it had to genuinely work enough for a family member to tell you that, yeah, this is really good, you should go out and buy it. Now it's a lot easier for somebody with 10 million followers. Here, we'll give you $100,000+. Make it look like this is the best thing that you could possibly buy. Even if it works on 1% of their viewers, you could still have 100,000 people purchase that product instantly. And if they find out that it is pretty crap or a complete scam, you still got a whole bunch of money. The influencer still got paid, and at the worst, they have to make some sort of apology video on TikTok, and then it's completely swept under the rug. Here we have another one that a lot of people got angry at for a good reason, just to advertise their drink in a market that is so oversaturated.
Meet my new baby. I'm just kidding. I'm just having this for the Super Bowl. But we clearly need to stock her up, so I figured we could do that together. If you're an OG, you remember all my little mini fridge restocks. So we've upgraded a little bit. I literally love Poppi so much. This is actually insane. They sent so many of the other flavors, so we're gonna get it all stocked up and ready for the Super Bowl.
So this is one of the restock influencers that I've talked about several times on my main channel. Crazy overconsumption, filling an entire fridge just with decor for the holidays. Insane amount of waste, but it comes with an insane amount of views. And now we have companies sending influencers entire vending machines to advertise their sodas, as if this is supposed to be some sort of relatable video to everybody. I do think in the end, most people thought that this was pretty bad, but no PR is bad PR in today's world, so I bet they still got a whole bunch more customers, and they're gonna do it again. By the way, the clip up on screen was from a creator with 14 million followers. We got another comment here. I swear in 10 years, we'll look back at the influencer era like some sort of collective fever dream, and we'll wonder what was wrong with us. Maybe that could be the case if something else comes along after social media, the new big thing, but if this just keeps growing like it has over the past decade or so, I feel like it'll only end up getting worse. I mean, I have another clip on screen. Right now, restock my monthly PR with me as an Alani ambassador. This is another one of the energy drinks. Again, huge oversaturation of the market. How many different energy drinks could you buy now? And on the contrary to the previous clips, you could see this person's entire account is dedicated to Alani with only 3,500 followers. So they're getting PR packages from massive companies with this small of a following. That's how all of these advertisements could just spread like wildfire. I mean, it even says wannabe influencer in her description, but their entire personality on the page is just drinking an energy drink. And I'm definitely not saying that everybody's falling for this. I have seen a growing trend of people just making fun of influencers constantly. Every influencer on my For You page right now with the Alani drinks doing that weird tapping ASMR that was similar to the restock videos we've seen. I don't know why everything has to like intertwine with each other. Very similar types of videos just thrown in our face all the time. But here's a clip that I found that I thought was just going a little bit too far. If you know anything about the Lululemon and Aloe space, you know, very expensive sort of athletic wear, as in like $100+ for a pair of leggings, which again, if you've seen a little bit of the news, back in the Chinese factories that these were made in and shipped over to the US, they cost just a couple dollars to make, and you're still spending more than $100 $200 for one pair. It seems like the quality of Alo clothing is pretty poor for how much money you're already spending on it, so people are taking the logos and putting it on better quality items just so they could wear the brand, even though it's not their actual material. That's how ingrained some of these companies have gotten into people's minds. Literally making your own replica merchandise just so it says the brand name on your pants. Again, I do have to give it to them. This is next level marketing if you could get into people's minds this heavily. Here's the description from this video. We like the name of the brand, but not the material that comes with it, so don't wear it. It's crap. Alo stickers from Etsy and Viola, you saved yourself $300. I have a lot of clothes from Alo, but I don't want to spend that much money anymore. They already got your wallet clearly, and you're spending money to make your own replica versions of it. Absolutely unreal. The comments are not that much better. I should have done the same. Wasted money on the cheap quality. So why would you wear them in the first place? Why does it have to have the logo? Wear what you want. This is so weird. Couldn't agree with that one more, but we're going to finish off this video with a clip on why I don't think that this will get any better.
Brands that work with smaller influencers. Starting off is one that I've gotten a couple times. It's White Fox. Next, this one is one of my dreams. I haven't gotten it yet, but I've seen lots of other girls get it, is Amika. I've seen them send some crazy packages. Hit up my line, Amika. Next is Say Beauty. I have also seen them jam-pack full boxes for girls.
You could kind of get what you're going to hear in this video. There are many like this of all of these wannabe influencers who don't have the following that could still get free stuff to try to advertise to the few people that watch them. So it'll make it even easier when you're scrolling on your For You page that every couple swipes will be some sort of hidden advertisement for this brand. I really don't know what to make of it anymore. And we have another comment from one of you guys. I had a relative who claimed on social media that their weight loss was attributed to diets and a special pill. Wow, where have we heard that? When in fact, she had her stomach stapled. They still do road shows talking about the amazing weight loss effects from dietary and some special vitamin supplements, which they sell and make a lot of money from just from lying. It's sad. So their relatives still doing it in person. You don't even have to do that now. You could just take your phone and talk to the audience like this, and then boom, here comes a whole bunch of money from you lying. It really is becoming more and more of a sad world out there. But that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. YouTube thinks you'll like this video popping up on screen right now, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll talk to you guys later.